is up, YouTube? It's RS Mario here, bringing you another trailer analysis video. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I'm having withdrawals, man. I love taking trailers and just kind of tearing them apart and seeing what I can spot and get out of them. It's been a big part of this channel, from Fire Emblem to Zelda to Pokemon, what have you. I just like tearing down trailers. And they dropped 4 teasers for Far Cry 5. And I'm going to go ahead and tear them apart now real quick. And oh, by the way, for you Fire Emblem people, I will be doing the last Fire Emblem month video tomorrow. You'll be getting that tomorrow. So you won't have to wait until I fix the laptop. I went ahead and just winged it. So I did it on the fly. Hope you guys like that. But here we go. So, it starts off with a river, and it's a wide shot, so this is reminiscent of something you would see from your modern day open world game, because they like to kind of market open world games with wide shots now. And so we get a wide shot of this river, and what you would probably miss if you're looking around is the body that's floating in the river. So right off the bat, the first teaser, we get something nefarious, going on with, with this game. Next up, we get a dude. He's running. He's running from something. It looks like he's running towards. I don't know if this is civilization, because it doesn't look like a town. To me, it looks like a farm. Like this is the farmhouse. And this is like the barn and the grain silos. So he's not running toward a town. He's just running away from something. And he eventually gets shot and he dies out there in the looks like the grass. This looks like a Windows. If it wasn't for the dude running away, it looks like it would be like one of those generic Windows desktop backgrounds. But this is all live action, so this is the CG. This was shot by that live action team that was out in Montana a couple months ago shooting this stuff. But yeah, homie dies in the shot. Now this one, we get another wide shot, this time of a church. Now, some interesting things to point out here. This game was theorized to be a Western style game, like a Western, Wild Wild West era game. That's not the case here, because you can see that there's a power cable, power lines, there's phone lines, there's appears to be a propane tank on the church. There's a lot of modern stuff here, so I don't think this is a Western game, or an old time Western game. Maybe this is a new style West game, a game that takes place out in the American West, but it's a modern style game. We do see that there is a strange looking cross on the church. Now, I can't quite identify this. It could be a Celtic cross, or maybe it's something Presbyterian or something. I don't quite know. I'm not too up on these like weird looking crosses. But it is a weird cross on this church, and there's a rumor that this game could involve a cult of some kind out here, which would be interesting. Then of course, the bell is ringing, and as we get closer, we see there is a person ringing the bell, but he's using somebody's face to do it, that's pretty brutal. You're basically bashing this man's face into this bell to ring it. Now, I don't know if this could be some kind of sacrifice, or this could be just, some kind of torture, murder type of deal. Now, to me, this guy does not look like a cult leader. Like, he looks like he's armed. Like, he looks like he has a gun on him. I don't think he doesn't look like somebody from a cult. I'm thinking this could be a militia that has taken over this area, and they're killing people to instill fear in the people, and you're going to investigate. This being a Far Cry game, that's what happens. I mean, in Far Cry 3, you ended up stuck on this island fighting against a bunch of crazy people who ran the island. In Far Cry 4, you fought against a dictator out in this weird Tibetan place. So it could be something to that extent, you know. And then the last shot, or the last teaser we get, is another wide shot, this time of a mountainy forest area, and you hear a scream and the birds fly away. So I'm thinking somebody probably got thrown off the mountain here. Now, interesting thing about this is this gets released the very same day that Red Dead Redemption gets delayed to next year. It's a pretty interesting coincidence because Red Dead was probably the biggest competition this game would have had, seeing as though they both would have been dropping early fall, like the September October drop for both of these games, more than likely. So that would have definitely been a huge competitor for this game, and the fact that now that competitor is gone and they're dropping this trailer is pretty interesting. But yeah, there's been theories that this game will take place in it's gonna take place in Montana, and you're gonna play a policeman who is investigating a cult out here, similar to the Wicker Man. Just hopefully you don't die at the end. But yeah, that will be pretty interesting. It's definitely going to be an open world game. It's going to be interesting to explore open world America. That's going to be pretty cool. But that's about it for this. Like, comment, subscribe, and keep it real.